Remember when people used to say that if you believed in the deep state, you were a conspiracy theorist? Well, just like everything else in this wacky, exciting time, that's all a-changin'. Because the Washington Post just published an op-ed entitled, "God Bless the Deep State." So apparently, columnist Eugene Robinson thinks the deep state is real. But then in his first paragraph, he refers to it as the supposed deep state, even putting it in quotes, which then makes it sound like he doesn't believe it's real. But then he gets to the meat of his big, cutting-edge, click-worthy idea. And that is that there are indeed knowledgeable, experienced, dedicated, valiant people who have spent years, often decades, mastering the details of foreign and domestic policy in the name of the high duty of patriotism. And that those are the people that other people call the deep state, just to make them sound like they have a sinister agenda. So in other words, yes, in fact, the deep state is real and badass, according to this op-ed writer. But the term itself, deep state, is only used to besmirch the work of these fine people. Or, to get clicks. Because this writer also uses the term openly now, apparently, in the headline, and then 4 more times in the piece. He starts out the article calling it the supposed deep state, even putting it in quotes, and then by the end of the article, he loses the quotes and actually calls it the loyal and honorable deep state. Wow, man, I tell you, that is one big turnaround. From making it sound like a conspiracy to making it sound like the only thing that stands between us and the abyss. And Robinson's piece isn't the only example of this. So many people in our media now are starting to talk a whole lot more about the deep state and how maybe it's not just for conspiracy theorists anymore. People like to say that the internet is making us all dumber, and that's true in some ways. Socially, for sure. But in other ways, it's making us a whole lot smarter. We have access to so much more information. And because of that, people can start to see very clearly that there are a bunch of people who work behind the scenes, giving anonymous quotes to newspapers or using intelligence as political capital. You can call them the deep state, or you can call them valiant patriots. I can hear the arguments for either one right now, and they're both very convincing. Personally, I don't give a shit what you call them. I'm just glad that now, at least we all agree that they're real.